It is Wednesday, October 8th. Excuse me. 2022. It's about 8:30 in the morning. We just did the morning move. I heard a popping noise. I thought that might be another grasshopper on the fence. Anyway, I just noticed that I surpassed 100 subscribers on YouTube. So if you guys are watching and subscribing, I appreciate what you're doing. I think that means I can make community posts now. I can put up pictures and little tidbits of information. I'm not exactly sure what the new rules for YouTube are. I'll find out. So thank you guys for subscribing and commenting and clicking the like button and everything like that. I know my videos are low quality. I'm not exactly a video editor, or I'm not the best filmographer there is out there. My camera's not the best, but thank you for following along here. The point of these videos isn't to tell people what to do and how to do it. It's to kind of document. What is that sound? I guess it's a bird. It's a bird. It's to document. And so I started taking videos just so I could show myself what's been happening to my field. Like, I can go back in time now on any day and I can see what it looks like in a particular spot in the pasture. The only one thing I can't do is kind of locate where the video is in my pasture for one rotation or the next or something like that. But I can get a general sense of where I'm at. And maybe I'll start including like a coordinate system where I can tell myself where it's at. But you've noticed I put in the description of the videos dates. That's so that I can find out where I was at in each of the videos and what day it was. And hopefully one day I can correlate that with the weather report. You know, historical record of weather in my pasture. So this is mostly to document what's going on. Also my thought processes, what I'm thinking about. I've been keeping a journal for well over a year with all of my thoughts about what I'm doing out here and why and what effect it seems to be having. When it came to the drought, words don't do it justice. You don't really, like, the word drought to me was just a word in the dictionary that meant, like, oh, we don't get much rain, you know. But living through it and watching it, one of the things that I don't think people appreciate about farming, and I couldn't appreciate until I actually tried it, is every day you don't know what's coming next. The weather report is a pretty good guide, but it's not accurate 100%. Certainly not out in terms of months and weeks. And so when you do your farming activities, every day is uncertain. Like, I didn't know that I was in a drought last year until it became too obvious. You know, every day I would wake up and like, oh, tomorrow it's going to rain, you know, but no, the rain never came. We had weather reports of rain, but it never came. We would get a little bit of rain, but just a tiny bit, not enough to do much with. Then the temperature started rising in the summertime, last summer. The summer before last wasn't so hot. It got like over 90 a couple times, it seems. And we were joking about how terrible the Texas summers are. People are saying, oh, you haven't seen a real summer yet. Well, this summer, it got well over 105 several times. And I've heard it gets even worse, that one year back in the 80s, in September, we had temperatures almost 110 with high humidity. So it would rain, and the next day the temperature would get up to 110. And animals were dying because the temperatures were high and the humidity was high. And at some point, there's not much you can do. Like, if the humidity's high and you're spraying your cattle with a mister, that's not going to change anything. You can put them in shade. Eventually you need to put them in an air-conditioned box because it's just too hot and humid. So that's the reality, is you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going to happen every day. So you just move forward hoping that something good will happen. And to me, when I started filming these videos, I think I was in this row when I took that video where we had the new calf number 18. And I think that was 8 weeks ago, if I calculated it right. So number 18 is about 2 months old now. I'll have to double check the records, but I think that's what it was. And so we were in the next to the last row, or the last row, I don't remember, one or the other. And the video of that calf birth, if you go back in time, I have a playlist of all the cattle videos. If you go back to the first couple, you'll see that the field was brown. And there were little pointy things pointing out of the ground. I called that grass, but really it wasn't even straw. There was no nutritional value in there, right? And that's basically what I was doing, was giving my cows dust and dirt to eat. Now obviously I was supplementing them with some protein things and stuff like that, but you know, Blue just ate that grass. I don't know what that grass is, but it seems like Blue likes it. Anyway, yeah, so this is more to document what's going on now. For you viewers, maybe you'll get some ideas on what you can do for your operation. Maybe you'll find the courage to do it yourself, you know, sink a couple, you know, grand or more than that to get some land and the equipment to set everything up. And then the cows, maybe you'll say, oh, this guy is an idiot, I'm going to do it differently. Well, that's good too. You know, I've always loved getting ideas on what not to do because it helps me know better what to do. And so documenting it, really the essence of science, modern science. I think the big change that happened between, you know, the days of alchemy and chemistry, what really happened was people started documenting stuff. They started writing it down so that their future selves could read it. And more importantly, they can share it with other people who can read it and look at it and get ideas. And as people started writing it down and sharing their ideas, some of those ideas became good. A lot of the ideas weren't good. Those kind of disappeared. There is White's butt here. What is going on there? Is that an infection or something? I don't know. There's like red cracks around her anus. I'll have to figure out what that is. I'm gonna have to. She had it before and she has it again. I hope it's not like athlete's foot or something like that, where it just keeps coming back. I'll have to find out. I'll have to ask somebody what that means. Anyway, so this is a document. It's just, this is what's happening. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm thinking. And right now, I'm thinking I have it pretty good. Next week, we should get some rain. It looks like we're going to get rain about 1/2 inch, and then the next week after that, we'll get another 1/2 inch, and that will be welcomed very gladly. In fact, I'll probably go outside and soak up as much of that rain as I can get, being a native of the Pacific Northwest. The joke was that we didn't wear umbrellas or hats because it just rains all the time and it doesn't really stop anything because it's misting. But anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to that rain. Hopefully it'll come soon. And I think also with that rain, and it's not hot by any stretch of the imagination, not like it was in summer, but 80-degree temperature where I'm from is summer weather. And it's a little too hot for the cool season grass. So if it stays around 80, we might see cool season grasses explode, hopefully. And that means the ryegrass and other things, the Dallas grass and stuff like that. And if that explodes, along with that will come the cool season legumes, the clovers, the hairy vetch. Hopefully I got a lot of that hiding in the soil somewhere. And with that, maybe come November, I'll be standing knee deep in grass when we come back to this section, you know. One can hope. If not, I got a backup plan. So that's kind of what I'm thinking and what I'm doing. Guys, thanks for subscribing and supporting this channel. Take care. Bye-bye.